Do I believe in marriage? I don't. I don't think it's a useful technology. I understand culturally why. Astronomy when stars appear. And I feel that way as a divorce lawyer. Like, I wish I knew no astronomy when stars appear. I wish I didn't know what the end of so many marriages looks like.
Wow.
Because I think I would have a more optimistic and unrealistic view of it.
Why are young Black couples not getting married? Specifically, why are young Black men not asking?
I think the truth is, why Black men aren't committing to marriage as young, it's just that it's not a part of our culture. It's not a part of how we raised. It's not what's cool. What we're taught, how we move, what we think, what we wear, what we eat, what type of guns we like, it's all aligned with hip hop culture across the board. If rappers is saying fuck bitches get money from 1992 up until today, then that's what we on.
Hi everyone, welcome back to Unfiltered Stories for You. So today we are checking out a trending topic that has been all over TikTok lately. Why so many men are choosing not to get married. Now this conversation has been getting pretty heated online. Some people say marriage isn't worth it anymore. Others think men are just giving up on commitment altogether. So I thought it would be interesting to watch a few of these clips together and really see what people are saying. As always, I will give my honest thoughts and I want to hear yours too. Drop your opinion in the comments as we go. And if you're new here, don't forget to like, subscribe, and tap that bell so that you don't miss out on any future reactions and discussions. Let's jump into the TikToks and see what's really behind this trend.
What benefit do you get as a man of being married? Ask yourself that. There literally is nothing besides, oh, gee, I get to spend God knows how much money on a ring, which I don't mind doing, but that's not a benefit for me. Spend a lot of money on a ring for this girl. I get to now give my life pretty much to this girl and my time, my energy to this girl. And you know what? She now has a very huge chunk of my money and my life. And she could literally do one thing like that and bring me to jail or bring me to court, take all my money. And if I have kids with her, she will take my kids and take even more of my money in my life. Just like that. What benefit do I get from being married as a man? I really don't see much at all, or if any at all. It honestly feels like it's for the lady, more of which is why a majority of ladies are always excited to get married and always excited to tell their other girlfriends that they got married. Do you ever see a lot of guys that are real excited saying, oh, I just got married. Hey guys, I just got married. Oh my gosh. You don't see that very much. Have you ever questioned why? It's not really a male celebration. Don't get me wrong. There are a few. Like me, I would be very happy that I got married, knowing that this girl is for sure going to be like, but you never know. So that's why it's not really an exciting thing, because it's never exciting to know that you just gave half your life and your money on the line now to someone who can definitely take it away from you and flip it on you. And that's just being real. And knowing how girls act now in this generation and how they've been taking guys' money during marriages and showing that a lot of girls are just using guys for their money has shown and given a lot of reason for why guys are afraid to get married and why they feel it's not even worth it anymore. And that's because a lot of women, not all of them, a lot of women now, especially American women, don't carry traditional values as a woman, and they don't want to be the woman that the man wants. And majority of the women want to take advantage of what the man is giving them. That's how it works. Especially if the woman is not satisfied. She will take whatever she got, whatever, majority of the time. Like I said, not all women are like this, but majority of girls now are doing that. And men know this, and they're figuring it out. And that's why a lot of them are like, man, it's not worth it anymore. I'd rather stay home, make my money, talk to a girl whenever the heck I want to talk to a girl, and live my life. That's what they want to do. That's what the successful men want to do majority of the time. I mean, we want to settle, but you want to know even more further deep into that? You want to know what those successful men are doing? They're going overseas to get those traditional women who don't want to do that. And I'm not saying that traditional women overseas won't still do the same thing, but there's a lot less of them doing that as opposed to what's going on over here. And that's why there's more, I don't know if you guys know this, statistically proven, there are more longer lasting marriages, better relationships, connections, and better dating in other foreign countries. America has the lowest dating and marriage lasting relationships than anywhere. They're not even on the list. There's like a list like 10 or 15. The United States isn't even on the list. You know what they're on the list for? Having the highest divorce rate in the entire world. The highest divorce ratings. And you think guys want to get married here? Yeah, right. Yeah, right. You girls want to act right and change that rating? Okay, cool. But majority of y'all don't. And you want to keep acting selfish and very masculine and not feminine, not submissive. Y'all keep doing that. You're ruining it for other women here. You're ruining it. You're ruining relationships, you're ruining marriage. And not only that, you're ruining a lot of these kids who are not going to have a father to stick around. Simple as that. You girls are attracting the wrong guys, and you're doing all these sexual things to have a kid, and you're finding out that they're losers. I'm sorry, but that's why. Two girls start getting better and wanting to act right and want to better themselves. It's not going to change. If anything, it's only going to get worse. And then marriage and relationships is going to be a thing in the past. And if it is going to be anything, it's not going to be in America, because look at the divorce rate. I'm out of here.
Most men for Europe don't want to take responsibility for marriage. Not even only Europe, including Africa. If you notice now, men don't begin to run from marriage. You know the basic reason? No. To be sincere with you, marriage not the benefit men as it benefit women. I'll repeat that again, call this back. To be sincere with you, marriage not the benefit men as it benefit women. Marriage is a union program for benefit of women, and I will prove this to you. Now, if you marry as a man, what is your responsibility in that marriage? Your first responsibility is to provide, protect, guide, and direct your family. These are your responsibility as a man. What is the responsibility of your wife? No woman love to take responsibility. They want to be cared for, pampered for, and loved before they reciprocate it. Do you understand? But unfortunately, men want a woman to respect them before they can love the woman. But no, women want you to love them first before they can respect you. Do you see where the problem lies? That is the major problem. That's why men now notice that if I now marry a woman today, I will cater for her, cater for my children. And if the children grow, there is 98% tendency that they will love their mother more than you and take care of their mother more than you. So as a man, if you are going into marriage, you must learn to sacrifice. If you not get hard to sacrifice without expecting nothing in return, leave marriage. That's for man. For man, you must just learn to give without expecting nothing. If you never get that mentality for marriage, just leave them. Because as a man, your duty is to sacrifice. Give without expecting nothing in return. If you never get that mindset, no marriage. That's why most men, they don't understand. Say, if I want to marry now, what will be my benefit? Even if the children grow, what will be my benefit? This woman, I'm going to take care of until I old. Bye. These children will take care of them. Tomorrow they go see grown and their mother they go love past me. This is one of the reasons why most men don't want to marry again. Because you take charge of excess responsibility with that positive option of returns. You are not sure that I will get return for this thing what they do, but you just they do them because you have to do them. You get my point? So most men now don't know now say this marriage be like extortion. No? Now me go pay woman bride price. Today, on top the bride price, if the woman no even see respect you, he go say now what you do for her. You know how many people I don't see where they marry woman with you don't notice if you won't pay any woman bride price that period that they calm down. After you pay the bride price, matter will come. You know understand? Women are smart people, man. So you need wisdom to manage them. They are not really wicked people. They are just women are smart people. We underestimate them as men.
So that period we won't pay the bride price.
If you pay my bride price, you go see the character go make sense. But after you pay them, you go come and see the cassette now. So men don't they know say man, these people won't use us. So because of that one.
Men no they take marriage
again. Yes, men don't want marry again because to be sincere with you, benefit not really the marriage like that for men. It is just the happiness to see your children grow and say this is my son, this is my daughter. Tomorrow, if they are successful, you'll be proud of them. That is your benefit as a father. There is nothing more than that. There is nothing. Where you want to enter marriage, you they think say you won't go. Marriage don't be where they enjoy. Now, waiting most people don't understand that marriage is a place of work. You are going to build lives in marriage. So if you know you have nothing to give or to offer, be you a man or a woman, leave marriage alone. Because you are going to punish someone else's son or daughter. That's what marriage is all about. What if you keep marriage now?
Yeah.
The first key to any successful marriage is communication.
Okay.
You and your wife have to, say inside marriage, it gets some things where we say husband and wife not like to discuss.
Why don't many African American men want marriage? So I'm not going to stand up here and beat up black men, right? I spend a lot of time with black men. Generally speaking, men want to win. Men want to win. That's why guys are into sports. They want to win. They want to be a part of winning teams. It's an area that requires a lot of work, and a lot of guys are not so sure that they can win in that. They can win at work. They can win with their friends. Some guys don't make commitment because they're uncertain that they can win there. Like once you do that marriage thing, it's forever. Once you make that commitment, it's not just until death do you part, it's till death do you part. And some guys are saying, I don't know if I could do that. I love you. I care about you. We have a family, but I'm not so sure that I can do that.
And I'm not into marriage because there is no benefit of getting married that you can't get before. What's the benefit of getting married? I can fuck you all the time? Well, if we live together, we can do this. Women don't withhold themselves or don't provide any additional benefit other than having potentially some legal ties to you. That getting married doesn't seem like it's rewarding for a male. For a female, it is. They get a whole ceremony, they get a ring, they get to have some social status, all that. For a guy, not necessarily. I think relationships in a whole these days are all fucked up. Marriage the point of marriage previously was to have some type of covenant under God. I don't think none of these people even care about God. They just want a ring and they want to start on the gram and want to have some paperwork in case they get divorced and want to jam you up. Secondly, relationships are very different these days. I don't do y'all ask chicks to be our girlfriends, or after you've been fucking her long enough and she's with you long enough, you just start saying, that's my bitch, and she starts saying, that's my nigga, and now y'all are together, and it's kind of like almost, the relationships is basically based on, yo, I'm going to get jealous or I'm going to get tight if you fuck somebody else, so now you're my girl. But no one's, traditionally, way back in society used to be, will you go on a date with me? Let me court you. Do you want to be my girlfriend? Do you want to take my hand? None of that.
They don't understand that a lot of men, we don't really run away from marriage. We run away from divorce.
That's a fact.
We're not running away from marriage. But you gotta understand, if I found out what marriage is, it's like, I love my girl to death, but you mean to tell me if I make one mistake, they can ruin me for the rest of my life on one mistake? If she make a mistake, it's cool. She make a mistake, Divorce is she just go on about her life. I make a mistake that can cost me for the rest of my. That ain't really fair. You know, one day I want to make my girl that happy because it's truly for her. And I'm man enough to say men don't look into. And it's coming from somebody who parents been married. I'm 35. My parents been married since I was 5.
Right.
So this coming from a married home couple. I don't. It's just what they done made it to be now. Right. It's like, okay, I see married people. It's really a money game now. It's like I get married. There's no benefits for me. It's no benefits for me but to make her happy. So now if I get married, okay, cool. Now as a man or whoever I am, I haven't made no mistake with my girl for 8 years. Right. Never got no Texas, came to her as no woman. No woman came to her as no woman. I'm not on camera. I'm not doing nothing. I done did my thing. You know what I'm saying? So you mean to tell me if I slip up, I do something up, and she just feel like she don't want to give me a chance, she could possibly take half of what I own.
The whole men having a fear of commitment, sometimes we got to be honest. It's not a fear of commitment, it's that you're not really into that woman like that. Because you'll see situations where a man could even be in a relationship with one woman 5 years, talking about, I don't believe in marriage. Finally, they break up. 6 months later, he's engaged to somebody else. It's the fact that he did not really feel she was the one. But unfortunately, a lot of men rationalize why they still should be with this woman, give it a try, or she possesses things that he could use in the moment, so he holds on to that. Now, also, the fear of breaking up or walking away is also because men tend to have less of a support system outside their relationships. Like, women more likely have friends, have family. I speak to a lot of men who feel like, I can't leave her because I got no one else. And so they feel, I hate to use the word trapped, but they just don't feel like they can go anywhere else, but it doesn't get talked about a lot. So you'll see a lot of men who, and then if we're talking about marriage, there's the whole fear of splitting half the money, all this stuff. Even though you got some dudes who ain't even got money, worried about losing half the money.
I'm about to say, what's 17 divided by 2?
But it's a conversation that happens over and over and over again. All that to say, I think a man has to be honest with himself about, one, do you want something serious in your life? Do you want a committed relationship? If this woman is not really it, don't waste her time. Don't waste her time. Don't waste your time.
So the question is, hey, Forrest, why does it seem like most men are afraid of marriage nowadays? I wouldn't say that men are afraid of it. I just think that men don't want the version that's been forced onto us. I think because of culture, social media, and idolizing the wrong examples of success, women have slowly but surely began equating marriage idealistically to mindsets that are more parasitic than they are purposeful. They're more fleeting than they are fulfilling. And they've begun to pray for husbands because they want a man and what he brings, right? They want the protection, the provision, the purpose in a woman's life, while not praying to become suitable wives that are gentle, unquarrelsome, accepting of accountability, submissive helpmates. Men today also see divorce rates at an all-time high, and they know they often end up on the losing end of that emotionally, spiritually, and financially. So when a man considers all of that and still chooses to be hopeful, right, and then goes out into the world and collides with the generation of women who are becoming increasingly independent and dogmatic in their beliefs, he naturally wonders, what's the point? Like, he wonders, why sign up for a life like that? So it's not fear of marriage. It's just that they don't want a version that only serves the woman, and the version that has a lot of women in a chokehold right now. Now, I know it sounds like I'm talking a lot about women right now, but I'm only expressing how I know men are feeling.
I have never met a woman that does not want to be married, right? Now, let me explain to you why men do not share that same fantasy and how we feel about it, because as you know, majority of men these days do not want to get married, and it's for good reason, right? So a lot of women want to get married because that's what they've been dreaming about since they was a little girl. They got all these fantasies and fairy tales about how they want their wedding to be, where they want to go on their honeymoon, all of this. Men don't think like that. We have not been dreaming about a wedding since we were little kids. More commonly, we think about the logistics of the situation, right? So in our community, 75% of the marriages fail within the first 5 years. So 75% of black couples that are married today, in the next 5 years, they will be divorced. On top of that, upwards of 69% of women file for divorce in that specific scenario. So what does that mean, right? We'll come back to that. But if you get a divorce, if there are kids involved, the kids usually go with the mama, and the daddy usually ends up on child support. So you can go from having a relationship, living in the house with your child every day, spending as much time with them as you want to living on your own, having to pay all of your bills on your own, seeing your child whenever you can, and also paying child support for their child. That don't sound like a good idea to me. Let me ask you this. If the weatherman said it's a 75% chance that you will die in a tornado tomorrow, would you still leave the house? I think not. Or would you say, just have faith, just believe in it, just do. And then there's another interesting fact about marriage and relationships and divorce. So amongst black people, 75% of marriages fail. 60% of the time that a divorce is filed by the woman, right? Keep that in mind. Now, on the flip side of that, amongst couples that are unmarried, there is no significant difference in the people who choose to separate, which means that people that are not married, is no big drastic difference in who chooses to lead a relationship, the man or the woman. So if that don't tell you that women have an incentive in marriage more so than the men, what does that tell you?
The society we're creating right now, more and more men don't want to get married. And I get why. There is almost zero upside for men getting married. This isn't me saying that men shouldn't get married, or women, but think about what society is telling men about what being a man is. Tell about society is fucking men hardcore for getting married. If you get married and you get divorced, a woman takes 50% of whatever you have. 80% of relationships, the man is the biggest provider. So that's a big fuck right off the bat. What are you getting in exchange for that? Second, if you have kids with her, you're fucked, because the government doesn't think that you deserve shit. So even good dads who try to stay in the kid's life are fucked. So there's a lot of men going, why the fuck would I do this? The good news is that will correct itself, because eventually then people start going, oh, right? When you create mistakes, you only create more error. Error creates more error. So we've gone so far the other direction that more and more men are going, like, why the fuck would I get married?
You know, real shit, I'm never getting married again. I'm never gonna do like the, committed relationship where we all live together and shit like that. I'm not doing that shit again because I lived that life already, right? Yeah, I got married young, but regardless, I still got married. I lived a life. I got 2 kids out of it, got divorced. I'm over that shit. I tried several times after getting married, and it's not like it's just not for me. It's just that I have no interest anymore of seeing where it will go, seeing how I will pursue it. None of that shit. I'm just over it. I'm just over it. And it's not like a bitter thing, and it's not like, oh, I'll never find anyone. I just choose me. I want to wake up choosing me. I want to go to sleep choosing me. Plain and simple. That's it. There's no disrespect, or I don't look down on anybody saying, oh, don't get married, none of that stuff. I'm still going to encourage my kids to find one person to be with and spend their life with and things like that. All that shit sounds great. It sounds great. But is it part of everyone's journey? No. Is it everyone's choice? No. And I choose not to have that. And it's not to say that, oh, you might find someone. If you find someone, it might be different. That's always a possibility. But it's a no.
Why men are saying no to marriage. A lot of men are tired of feeling undervalued. Society has shifted. Men are now just expected to do everything, provide, protect, lead, being emotionally available, while receiving less appreciation than they ever have. At least society used to speak highly of men constantly. And now what? None of that. It's all negative. In the past, men were respected and appreciated for being good husbands and for being good fathers. And now marriage doesn't even give men any appreciation or validation or security that it once did. He can't even expect the lady he's with to be loyal. Men are saying no to marriage because they just don't see the value in it anymore. And can we blame them? They're tired of just being seen as a provider. And until marriage starts offering men the same love, respect, and commitment, more and more men are just going to keep walking away. Marriage is supposed to be a choice, not an obligation. And men are now choosing themselves.
Let's have this conversation. So you talking about you'll never marry me?
Yeah, you not wifey material.
Since when?
You not my type of wifey material.
Since when?
Shit,
I don't get the smirk on your face because I'm being dead ass with you.
I'm being dead ass too because it's no way to put this. There's no way to put this though. You feel me?
Okay,
like eventually,
so
maybe
put it the way that I need to hear it. Put it that way.
Eventually, maybe we wouldn't get married. Eventually. You know what I'm saying? Like eventually we wouldn't get married. You know what I'm saying? Like it's no reason to get married right now. What about like multiple wives though? You want to get married then if I can have multiple wives or something?
Damn. First of all, shut up, because you're not making no sense.
How?
You're not making no sense. You jumping from one thing to another.
It
First
don't
of all,
fucking matter. I'm just trying to think of the best thing that I can think in my head to marry you. Like evidently I shouldn't have to think that hard. We would never
have multiple wives in this relationship or none of that. I don't give a fuck.
Okay,
so we don't need to be together then.
Okay, then
because I thought we both shared the same views and values.
We'll never get
Date
married.
to marry.
We'll never get
I don't know
married.
what the fuck you sitting here talking about.
Quiet.
So you basically sitting here just talking to me about marriage for what?
Quiet.
Why you sitting there talking to me about it for?
I'm saying so.
If you sitting there got hidden agendas behind my back, that's what I'm trying to figure out. Hello?
Ain't no hidden agendas behind your back.
Then when I'm talking to you, it's like it look like you smirking or something. Like you.
I don't know why. Why you think I'm not? Because it's no way to tell you like that. It's hard to tell your girl like that. I'll never marry you. Like
so thank you. So
for like a year
you
plus.
don't need to waste my time, and I don't need to waste your time.
Thank you so much if you were able to watch up to this far. I get where all this is coming from because a lot of guys feel like marriage doesn't benefit them the same way it used to. But at the same time, it depends on who you choose to marry and why you're getting married in the first place. Because it's not that every size fits everyone. Depends on your choice of a marriage partner, depending on why you are getting married. If you pick someone from the bar, like you have gone to drink out in a bar, you meet someone, you know you are all tipsy, drunk, and then you saw this hot chick there, you liked her, and the following day you begin dating. You don't know why that person is in the bar, you don't know how many times that person has been in that bar, you don't know her characters, how she behaves while in that bar, but because you were so drunk and got attracted to this lady, yeah, you begin dating and then you end up marrying this person right away from the bar. And yeah, that's what you take home. So if you find yourself that the characters of this person, maybe after marrying her, you want her to be a stay-at-home wife, or you want her to work, but you begin limiting her, like, I don't want you to go to the bars, I don't want you to be doing this anymore, no clubbing, no what, and yet you met her at the club or in a bar. Do you think that marriage will work? No, she might still have that in her, like she wants her freedom to go to the bars, she wants her freedom to go for clubbing, and yet maybe you are really interested in settling, while for her she is still wanting the other life of going out and clubbing and hanging out. So you find that such a marriage will not work out. Then at the end of the day you say marriage is bad, marriage is what, but you didn't choose the right person. This person wasn't right for you. She wasn't ready to settle. She wasn't ready to go by what you want her to be. I don't think we should blame the marriage. It's us who make it look like bad, but it's because of our actions. Another thing, I think that modern expectations around relationships have changed so much, and not everyone is adapting to the same pace. Before marriage, the old marriage or the traditional marriages, women were supposed to be submissive, were supposed to stay at home, take care of the families, take care of the children, make the home good, build the home. But these days, everyone is after working, looking for money, because even the cost of living itself is so high. So if one person's money can't be enough, that means the partner has also to go to work. And that makes somehow things change. Everyone is educated. Everyone has their academic documents. No one wants to give up. And then also sometimes if a woman gives up on her career, sometimes they have negative consequences on her if the marriage doesn't work out. So everybody tries to work to earn some money, either for savings or to help with the bills, with the high cost of living. And expectations have really changed, not like before. Before we were looking at a family, like you're working for the family, towards the family, building the family, and that was it. But now people have different goals. They have family goals and then also personal goals. But we can't blame anyone. That is how it has become. And if you can't do that, it really gets so hard. I don't blame people for wanting to have those luxurious weddings. Yeah. But for a boy, I don't think men really want those luxurious things. That is the truth. I don't think they really like them. Unless those who are born in so much rich families also, those are the ones maybe who want such. But if you are born in a normal family, a humble family, a normal family, boys don't really care so much about the luxurious weddings, but they are made to have them because of their brides. They feel they want to make their women happy, they want to make their brides happy, so they have to comply and put in money, do for the princess whatever she wants to make her happy. But at the end of the day, sometimes people get loans just to do that. Some men just want their freedom. They don't want to be caged. They feel like when they get married, all their freedom will be stripped off. They will no longer be doing things that they used to do. Some men are not getting married because they feel they are so busy, they will not have time for their wives. But if you get the right woman, she will understand the kind of work you do, and she'll be able to be with you, to love you, no matter the situation. Because I know at one point you will be together 24/7. Marriage was created by God, and for a man to be complete, you have to have a woman in your life. Think about it. A happy man is a married man. You know that some of us, the women, we are women of luck, we are women of blessings. Like some men get married to women and they become like more rich, or they become more wealthy, they gain more wealth just after marrying their woman or their spouses. So we are somehow a blessing. We have some blessings. And if you have a wife and your wives pray for you, by the way, we have that strong spiritual, I think it's a spiritual bond with God. It's this big reason that a lot of men have brought up about the divorce laws, custody battles, finances involved. It's not just fear, it's real experiences people have had. I think if society wants marriage to be appealing again, that's one area that needs a serious update. But also, the problem is, like I said, if you marry a woman and then you tell her to give up her career to take care of the children if you got kids, and then you say, I'll provide for you everything, then the divorce comes in, what will the woman walk away with? Nothing, especially if the prenup was unfair to her. Remember, sometimes we sign these prenups like without putting a lot into consideration. We are so much in love, especially for the girls if they are still young. She's deeply in love with you, so she will not put so much attention to reading the details and understanding what it means to sign a prenup and what terms have you put there. They may not put that into consideration. So when the divorce comes, if you drafted a prenup which was not favoring her in any way, she will walk away with nothing. After spending all those years, after all that time, staying at home, taking care of the home, taking care of the children. Some women even complain they help their men to build their careers. Yeah, so it's not just men being bitter or afraid of commitment. There's a lot of context behind why this topic keeps coming up. Marriage used to be a default path, but now it's a choice. And people are questioning if it is still worth it in today's world. So that's going to wrap up for today's video. Honestly, this topic is not black and white. There are good points to be put into consideration. What do you think? Are the men making the right choice by avoiding marriage, or is social media just overhyping it? Drop your thoughts down in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, turn on the notifications so that you don't miss out on the future reactions. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, I will catch you in the next one.